I yo, drop his ass.
Bye, my
Alright.
friend. Fucking bro.
Let's do it.
Yo. Yo. So fucking funny, bro.
Oh, well, I'm not gonna be able to do it.
Yeah, man. He went
Let's
to the
do it
pit.
in the league. Let's do it from the
He went to the
Kage
pit.
one.
Yo, guys, this is important. I want to hit 250k subs before this month ends. I know it's an impossible stretch. We only gained like 3k subs to since the last time I asked, and it seems like a really long road because we have at least 7 days until the next month, depending on when you guys see this video. So it's really important to me. I know life's unfair and some people can just gain subs easily and some people can't. I understand that life's unfair, right? But I want to hit 250k subs before the month is up. So if you can really just do one little thing, just hit that subscribe button, because a lot of you guys that watch my content aren't even subscribed. So hit this literally just hit the subscribe button. That's all you got to do. 250k subs. It seems impossible, but I want to prove that the impossible is able to reach it. And if we don't reach it, it's alright. It's alright by me. I understand. Life's completely unfair. But in this video, me and my boys, well, actually me and the Kages, like the other Kages, like the Tuchi Kage, the Right Kage, Mizukage, they're not here in this clip, but we fought like different types of tail beasts together. And I wanted to show them like what the RPG has in store for a lot of people. So these tail beasts are rare. They spawn on a rarity, and how you get the tail beasts is that you kill them and hopefully they drop the Jin cloak. Jin cloaks come with forms. They're like 6 different modes. So right now Shukaku, he has different fighting. Like there's all tail beasts. They have the same fighting pattern: tail beast bomb, taijutsu moves, taijutsu as in like combat moves, jitsu moves, etc. Tail beasts are a really big part of this game because they're the rarest of rare, and they're some of the best modes for the RPG. For the closed community, you guys are wondering what we did with tail beasts. They're actually people. We went over, revamped the closed community system. Like Generation Y was our testing phase, and while we were doing that, we came along like a lot of issues with the closed community and how to improve it. But we got past that, which is what makes this game special. We constantly test. In this video, you're gonna see different clips. And I want to give you guys really helpful information. Like, I hope you guys join us for the closed community. We're going to be switching up how we do apps instead of just bringing in waves of people. We think we always want to have some academy students, so it doesn't feel like everyone's the same rank and it doesn't bring that immersion. We want academy students. We want different people. So we're going to be allowing you guys to come in the closed community through apps. Like, we might do it every 2 weeks, every week, etc. So you can actually get your chance to become a part of the actual Shinobi Life story. Like, you guys will, this is a memory that a lot of people will keep there, because a lot of people are really having fun. The progression is going well. Every single village is up to date, and all the Kages are managing the village well. We have we have arcs within this game where we bring in Akatsuki. Right now we're in the tuning arc, where it's the first tuning exams. This is one of the biggest arcs because the Leaf Village is tasked with holding the first tuning exams. So when we get our members up to the tuning, that's when the interesting part happens, and you get to see which village gets the most amount of tuning, and which village gets to progress further and become the top tier village. But besides that, guys, we have a lot of content for this game. Like, this game has a lot of content, and I know that a lot of content, it might scare you, but this time we took 2 or 3 months testing all that content. We made content that no other game can actually start off with like on release. Like this game starts with tons of content. It has more content than Shinobi Life. It has more content than Beyond. It has more content than Origin. And even if that sounds scary to you, this is our first game that we've actually tested with multiple people within the community, new people that joined apps, and even Generation Y that came in and tested the closed community, because everything's just one connected thing. It's not separate like how we did Origin. This is one connected thing, so if we made changes to one thing, it's all around and it fixes all around. So that's the difference within this game and Origin. So I'm just like trying to reassure you that even though the game's not going to be perfect upon release, like come on guys, which game is perfect upon release? Like, and I know like I want to explain something. So when a game releases, there's going to be tons of people that play it. Like on the first day that it comes out, it's probably going to get like a massive amount of people, right? But that's not the real player count. That's just people hyped for the game that come, and when they play it, they decide if they want to keep playing it. And those people don't get on at the same time, the same day. So of course that player count's going to go down. Like a lot of people say, "Oh, your game's dying." No. Basically the game adjusts to the player count, which it attracts the people to, and updates is what keep the people wanting to play, and it's up to developers if they want to keep progressing with that game. So there's a lot of interesting concepts. Like the clips are going to be everywhere. So right now I'm going to show you guys that we're working on Arena Competitive. I'm not sure if it's going to be released upon the opening of the game, because we're holding off on competitive. We want competitive to be a really big thing, and even though we've been doing a lot of balances with the characters, there's still balances needed. We need a general, see what the general public thinks of the characters, see which characters need, nurse, buffs, balances, just in general. We're trying to come to like where it's equal, where no character is like the top tier character. If you pick this character, you're gonna obviously win, or any character that, like most arena games on Roblox lock their characters in game passes, and some of those characters are like the best characters. We don't want to do that with this game. We want to have it where our arena is something special. Like it's not to make money off the player, it's to enjoy that gameplay. Like the arena side of this game is to enjoy that gameplay, and feel like you're not at a disadvantage. There's tons of hidden locations within the story side of the game, and there's gonna be tons more like along the lines. A lot of people didn't even know that there was multiple caves and tunnels, and some of these caves and tunnels do spawn rare subjitsu. So if you're in a closed community, get to finding these tunnels, bros. But what I want to talk about in this video is just the overall progression of me and my brother. Like our games truly have really taken a turn since Star Life. Like I think when we come to a tier list of improvement in quality within community and gameplay, I think everything has taken a turn. It was really at an all-time high when we had Shinobi Life and we were just developing and not even thinking about things too much, right? We were just making things because we wanted to play those things within the game. But now that we reverted to that same mentality to keep on making whatever we want to play, whatever we want to introduce within the game, what can be really fun, and just using that creativity all together, we came up with these really cool ideas within Shinobi Life too. Like we took our old ideas from all our old games, our original ideas, and put them into Shinobi Life too. You can say that I looked to the past, my younger self, to see what I was doing right, and I figured out if my younger self was doing all this right things, I don't need to my younger self, his thing was I don't need to please the mass amount of people. I just need to please the people that truly enjoy playing my games. So my goal is not to please everyone within this game. It's to make everyone that play the game, that really enjoy these type of games, feel like it's back. Beyond really had that really that really loyal fan base that played the game every single day. I wanted to introduce like little ideas within this game to keep those Beyond players, feel like, whoa, it's back. This is it, The stuff that I loved in Beyond is within this game. Same with Shinobi Life. The stuff that I loved in Shinobi Life is back in this game. Or even if, you're the new generation, you wanted that closed community game, this is back. Like if you were that old, like maybe Nosa community, Nindo community, it's back. The community is back. We were one of the first Naruto developers to start making community games, and a lot of people don't know this about us. Like, we have old games like NSOA, OACB, like really competitive games, and community games like where we would run like clan battles, where you would train each other. And it was, even though it wasn't really like held to like a standard of, oh, you have to do all these concepts, it was there. I think we were at that time when we were developing Nindo, like the community within Nindo, there's so many sub-kages. It was so mismanaged, but it was still a community altogether, and this community is way more managed. So if you like this kind of things, so right here in this clip, I'm running missions with my squad. In missions, since I'm Kage level, me and the Kages, sub-Kages should not be fighting unless the other HRs fight. So we let our students, because our stats scale to your level, right? And you can choose what you want to do. If you want like more damage in your combat, more damage in ninjutsu, and more damage in your genkais, you can place that within this game. It's all power scaled to what you want to create your character. And you can pick your stats, and against like how, like, you can go against how other people are picking their stats too. Like, you can create your OP build, you can figure it out. Obviously people are going to be making like really meta builds, but then again, there's going to be meta builds for anything, for genkais, for taijutsu, for a lot of things. Like, there's a lot of meta builds that you can make within this game, but using different combos. So like, it's not really a meta when everyone fights in their own fighting style. Like every HR, they don't have the same fighting style as like a close community. Like, everyone fights in their own fighting style, and I think the most balancing within this game comes in the close community and the arena. RPG is going to just have a shit ton of content that you can just freebase and create the most opiest things. So right now I have your attention. There's more genkais in this game than Beyond, Shinobi Life, etc. You guys are wondering, like, are we just dropping this game and never updating it ever again? No, we are not. We're going to be constantly updating this game, as we have 18 more genkais planned for this game. Put this into perspective, Beyond only has 24 genkais. Do you guys get that? So there's a lot of updates. Like, Beyond was being updated for 2 years straight, I think, and after that, that's a lot of content for Beyond. Like, having, like, they had multiple subjutsus, genkais put into it. For this game, we're gonna see how many genkais we're gonna put into the game, because we want this game to be as optimal and on everyone's computer as possible. Even though that is not really like a reality. Like, some people will obviously have shitty computers and complain that it's laggy. I can't really please everyone, so I'm just gonna update the game to my best abilities, learn from the past mistakes, always keep improving and going forward, because that's what me and my brother are about. It's just me and my brother, been from the start, me and my brother, every single time, grinding, creating these games. A lot of people, I'm gonna tell you a reality, a lot of people can't handle what me and my brother do with, like, constantly keep on dropping big projects after big projects after big projects. Even if those projects fail, we just constantly do it all the time. Like, a lot of people can't handle that mentality, so one thing about myself that I've learned is I'm mentally strong, and I'm a hard worker, and that I can tell you that much about me. Even though if I'm not your favorite dev, or I'm gonna try to be more real and honest to you guys from now on, and tell you how I feel about things. I'm gonna be the more real version of myself on YouTube from now on. I'm not gonna do any YouTuber gimmicks and all that fake personality. I'm telling you things as it is. Like, I'm gonna treat you like how adult would treat you, and tell you what reality is like. And it's not always, hit the subscribe button, guys, like the videos. I'm gonna be more real and honest, and I'm gonna tell you that I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna try my best to make this game. I'm gonna try my best to please you guys, but I always can't. I always can't please everyone, and there's always gonna be people that hate on me, and that fact is never gonna change. So, what I can say is, yeah, man, keep fucking hating because you do what you do, and I'll do what I do, man. Like, now for tomorrow, the 25th, the game will be releasing at 6 p.m. EST. There's a live stream, which I'm gonna link in the description of this video. You guys can wait on that live stream. I'm praying that my internet does not disconnect at that time. Out of everything, my internet is the worst. It's like the worst. Right here in the video, I disconnected, and you can't really see anything. Like, everyone just stuck in place. That guy's holding his Chidori, and I disconnected at this time. I'm praying that my internet does not disconnect. This is not an excuse. Like, I live in the neighborhood with the worst fucking internet in the world, on God. Like, I can't switch providers because it comes with my HOA fee as well. So this is no excuse. I'll probably have to go to my parents' house and release it. So hopefully my internet doesn't disconnect. But I'm praying that everything goes well. So in this scene, we're training academy students. This is something in closed community that you guys can join and experience. So even though it's not technically like a Naruto experience, it's still the closest Naruto game to getting all these experiences, the roleplay aspect, the class aspects, the exam aspects. You get to feel like what it was to be in Naruto, and I think this community is going to change how we do our communities in the future, and we're going to learn from this community. We're going to experiment with this community, and we're going to see what fits in and see what fits into our schedules and learn more about this game. Now, for my future, I love creating community games that involve groups. And if you don't know, all my games, you have to join groups. You have to be in this group to even experience the game. And it's been that way since like Nosa 2. No, not Nosa 2. Nosa no. Did we have a game before Nosa? No, it was. I think in Nosa 2 is that started it. So group communities is what I love creating, and it brings more realism into it. Like it's like I know that a lot of people like to keep the group space, but it's more organized to have like these groups like physically there, and you can see the physical number of the group, and it's like easy access. That's what I like about group communities. And I know a lot of people call it closed community, but in reality, this is it's called group communities. I don't know why people call it closed community, because you can't get in. In reality, it's called group community. It's like more organized than a closed community. A closed community is just a game thrown together where not a lot of people can play, but this game is not that. You're going to be able to have access to the RPG, the arena, and hopefully you get into the group community version of this game. We're not locking people out of the community. It's more about how professional you are, how like you want to be a part of this community. This community is not meant for like closing, and I don't know, it's like a different type of community. I don't want to label this closed community, because closed community sounds like you're locking a group of people out from access in the game. No, we're gonna have we're gonna have like tons of people coming in, so it also feels like immersion, right? It feels very immersive. Like, it's not just getting students, it's like different levels of people. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys in the next video, boys.